Glad to see people from all over. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have people from Europe with us. We have many Americans with us. California, New York, Texas, Germany, Italy. Good to see everybody. South Africa, someplace I'm very fond of. If you don't know, that's where my girlfriend lives, and I haven't been able to go there for 4 or 5 months. So if anyone's watching this from South Africa and you know how to get an American into your country, please let me know immediately. Everyone else, thanks for coming on. Once again, really glad to have you. Just put in where you're from if you can, just so we have an idea. The other thing is, if you're watching this live, please put an L in the comments at some point. If you're watching it on replay, please put an R in the comments. I'm learning all this stuff. If you don't know me, and I'll give you my background in a moment, I've been doing live events all over the world for 25, 30 years. However, this kind of thing is relatively new to me, so I'm sure I will forget to say or do something. But so far, tell me where you're from, and an L if it's live, and an R if it's a replay. That's fabulous. So we're about a minute after, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started because I always want to respect the time of the people who came on time. So if you don't know me, I know many of you maybe do know me, but if you don't, my name is Marc Accetta, and 32 years ago to the day, ironically, that's the reason we did it on this day, I joined the world of direct selling. And it was not what I intended. I'd gone to college, I got a political science degree. I envisioned going to law school. When I chose not to go to law school, political science degree, look in the newspaper or on monster.com under political scientists, and you don't see a lot of job offerings. So I didn't know what to do. I was very confused. So I stumbled into direct sales, and I started selling literally door to door for a while. And I never thought I would do that, but I like the challenge of it. I've been in sports my whole life, and I love the thrill of making a sale. After 6 or so years of doing that, I got involved in network marketing. That's where things really took off for me. My first year was a steep learning curve. I went 9 months learning from my friend who didn't know what he was doing, and I didn't know he didn't know what he was doing, so therefore I didn't know what I was doing. It was literally the blind leading the blind. Thank goodness someone pushed me to go a seminar with my mentor after 9 months, the man who would become my mentor. And things took off from that point forward. My first year in the industry, I think I doubled what I was making in the real world, which put me in the 40,000 a year range. But then the next year I made over 100, which was mind-boggling. The idea of making 100,000 to me at 27 years old was literally impossible. I had settled into whatever life was going to put in my path, but this industry changed all that. And then as a rep, I went on for over 20 years, making over 100,000, well over $100,000 a year, into the 7 figures a year. So it was a major blessing. But 15 years ago, God had a different plan for me. I stopped being a rep. I was a #1 income earner in a company, very happy. But again, I love to read the signs. When God opens the door, I go through them. And I went to an incredible company called World Ventures. I've been there ever since. I'm their director of training. It's the proudest I've ever been in my career with anything. What we've been able to achieve is amazing. So all of my live trainings, which I love doing live trainings, that's what I live for, traveling the world and doing live trainings, those are all at World Ventures. But right now, I'm not traveling around the world doing live training, so we just decided to do some of this. We have some materials. If you stick on to the end of this, I'm going to have a free gift for you, and I got news for you. Without any hype or garbage, this may be the best free gift you've ever gotten. I've been spending a bunch of time, I work my normal 8-10 hours a day, but since my girlfriend is in South Africa, I haven't seen her in 4 months. My kids are with me, but they're grown and busy and doing things, so I have idle time. And instead of, working on my guitar playing skills, I figured let's create some content. So I have an incredible gift for you at the end of this if you stick on. Again, if you're live, put an L. If you are, put a replay. Let's get doing it. And if you like what you see and hear, share this, please. So, the line. Let me talk to you about the line. Now, there's a couple of different versions of line. Here's where you are. Here's where you want to get to. The quickest way between point A and point B is a straight line. I'm not talking about that line. We'll do that on a different video. I'm going to talk about this line. If there was a line right down the middle of your country, right down the middle of the world, it was the haves on one side and the have-nots on the other side. Meaning the people who own their house outright versus the people who pay a mortgage and the bank really owns a house. Or the people who own their house outright and people who are renting a home. Or the people who are, lending money because they have they're making interest off their money with their investments. Or the people who are credit card debt, heavy, and they're paying high interest on things because they don't make enough money to buy what they want outright. The people who own their cars, the people who pay payments on their cars. So again, you get the point. Which side of the line are you on? Well, when I saw this industry 32 years ago, I was definitely on the wrong side of the line. My mom and dad were on the wrong side of the line. Virtually everyone I knew was on the wrong side of the line. And my mentor was clearly on the right side of the line. The Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them. And this guy had some remarkable fruit. So I started paying attention and listening to him. One of the main things I teach people, 3 simple rules to be great at anything you want to do. Pay attention, get excited, never quit. The first one's important, pay attention. Who are you paying attention to? Are you paying attention to someone who doesn't have anything that you want? And I know that you're going, of course not. Well, I was. My mom and dad were given the home that we lived in. They didn't earn it. They didn't buy it. We never had a new car. I look back at my friend who got me in this business, God rest his soul. He didn't know what he was doing, but since he was the guy who brought me in, I just assumed he knew what he was doing. And that's what happens to a lot of people in our industry. So I found the right guy and I was smart enough to pay attention. So I went to work really, really hard. Things have turned out extremely well, and I got onto the other side of the line. Now, let me tell you something. The other side of the line is vastly different, and I'm saying this to you because right now, what's going on right now? We all have to admit, this is by far the craziest time we've ever lived in. The word surreal has become part of our everyday language. I mean, for many people, it's like they're in some kind of a Kafkaesque nightmare. It's not going very well at all. And I'm not just talking about the people who've been ill and the people who've died. Obviously, for them and their families, that's terrible beyond worse. But I'm talking about the problems people are having mentally and emotionally. People are taking prescriptions or the antidepressant drugs at an alarming rate. Alcohol use in the countries where you can buy alcohol is at an alarming rate. So there's a lot of people who need an answer. So I really have been thinking about this a lot, and I want to deliver a solid message for you because right now there's a lot of people just trying to survive. And if that's all you do right now, if all you can do right now is tread water, that's great, because by treading water, that means you haven't drowned. So either take this and survive, but more importantly, wow, would I love to show you how to thrive. Because here's what's going on right now. Most people are so depressed, they're so caught up scrolling and reading it used to be I would tell people, don't watch TV. Don't watch the news. Whatever is on the news is negative, and it's not going to give you the emotional state of mind, or the state of mind you need to be in to be a dynamic entrepreneur. I've been working with nothing but entrepreneurs pretty much my whole career. That's what my mentor taught me. There's virtually nothing on the news. You don't need to be informed. You need money to take care of your family. So that was my philosophy. Well, the news was on a TV set at certain times of day. Now, are you kidding me? You can scroll all day long, and whether you are on one side or the other, both political parties are on there blasting each other. The world is an anarchy, so you can get down a dark, deep hole if you're scrolling through your phone. So again, what I want to do is help you get out of that, because what's going on right now, and maybe you're too distracted, and maybe that's the purpose, but there's a greater transfer of wealth going on now than you could possibly imagine. I mentioned on a different video the other day that I was in a Louis Vuitton store the other day. Sarah's birthday came up. I want to get her something nice, send it down there. And I went in there and bought her an item. And I understand that stores like that charge a lot of money, but I was stunned by what these items cost. And I talked to the young lady. I'm going, during this pandemic, do you have any kind of deals going on? She looked at me and she said, our prices have gone up 3 times, 3 price increases since this all began. So, ladies and gentlemen, the rich are getting richer. The people on the right side of the line are making a bloody fortune, generational wealth beyond your wildest dreams. So, let's wake up and let's get you on the right side of the line so you can play, because I don't know how long this is going to last, but I do know this. This is the time. Okay, what does Warren Buffett say? When everyone else is fearful, be aggressive. When everyone else be aggressive. This is the time to be aggressive. But again, so many people are out of it. Get out of being out of it. It's time to make a lot of cash. Cash is going to be king. I'm telling you, you'll be able to get amazing deals in real estate. You can buy your dream home for probably half of what it would normally cost as this continues to go along. So I understand all that's going on around you. You need to get to focus. So this is my main thing I want to share with you today. The pandemic, right? That's an external force. What's going on with violence in some parts of the United States, maybe some parts of the world, that's an external force. Maybe you losing your job, that's an external force. But the fear, the anxiety, and all that, that's internal. So I really want you to separate what's external from what's internal. Now here's the thing I didn't understand years and years ago, and if this is the only thing you ever learned from me, learn this. By the way, if you like what I'm saying, remember, share this. If you're live, hit the L. If you are, hit the replay, or the replay, hit the R. So again, if this is all you get from me, please understand what I'm going to say to you right this very moment, because it's unbelievably important, okay? So do I have your attention? Are you excited? Okay, if you are gonna get on the right side of the line, you need to learn to control your thoughts and emotions. We do a training program called Journey, and for 5 days, that's all we focus on. Control your thoughts and emotions. Now, again, and control what the external forces are you're paying attention to. In all sincerity, most of you are spending way too much time on your phone, on social media. Either you're on things like TikTok. Well, you used to be on things like, in America, they're supposed to ban TikTok. It's another reason I want to do videos for you, because if TikTok is gone, you're going to need something to watch. But again, a lot of people are going on apps like that because they're trying to forget about what's going on. They're trying to block it out. Other people are caught on all the news, all the thing, whether it's real news, fake news, who knows what's going on. The bottom line though is every minute you're doing that, is it positively affecting your mindset? Is it giving you positive thoughts and emotions, or is it causing anger? I gotta tell you, I went through this myself. Do you know how angry I am that I don't have this virus? I work on my immune system like crazy. I've been super careful. A woman I'm madly in love with lives in a different country and I'm not allowed to go there? If I go to that country and they test me and I don't have the virus, why can't I go in? That makes me angry, but that's an external deal. So what I learned to control my thoughts and emotions. Me sitting around being angry all day isn't going to fix anything. It's not going to get me in that country, and it's certainly not going to help me make more money. So go back to the other line. Here you are. Here's where you want to get to. A straight line. I was getting off the line. I was going all over the place because I was angry and frustrated and feeling like a victim. Guess how much money you make feeling like a victim? Guess how many people want to follow you? You want to be a leader? You want to have a big following? No one wants to follow a victim. So with all these external things, remember serenity prayer? Grant me the serenity. Give me the peace to understand what I can't change and leave it and change what I can change. Those are not the exact words, obviously, but you get my point, guys. You can control your fear. You can control your anxiety. Stop looking at things. Stop talking to people that are feeding into your fear and anxiety. A lot of you are talking to people all day long and it's doom and gloom, doom and gloom. So I know you love some of them. Stop talking to them. Talk to people like me. Talk to other positive people. Right now, a positive, upbeat leader who's doing something can create a bigger following faster than anyone else. So again, what's internal, what's external? I want you to honestly, if you really want this to work, make a list of all the external factors that are affecting you, and then understand what you can change. Aggressively do what you can to change. What you can change, leave it and focus on what you can do. Now, here's the thing. All these distractions are taking away from your focus. There's something called peak income generating hours, okay? In direct sales and network marketing, our peak income generating hours are days like today, Saturday, or in the evenings. So during those hours, for sure, turn off your notifications. Who cares who liked your Facebook picture? Definitely don't get caught scrolling into those dark places during peak income generating hours. You need to be working. You need to be contacting people. And right now, guys, more people are in more need of direct sales than they've ever been. Not only more people, more high quality people. People that would never look at direct sales are really open right now, because even if they haven't lost their job, and obviously record high people or high number of people are unemployed, but not just that, there's people that haven't lost their job that are afraid. None of us knows what the future holds. So we got to start living one day at a time. Be productive today. If your job is to do presentations, spend your time inviting and doing presentations, inviting and doing presentations, inviting and doing presentations. Now, there's no magic pixie dust. It's not because we're in a pandemic your sales numbers are going to go through the roof, but don't let the pandemic, don't let the external factors stop you from doing the numbers. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be crazy. Your goal is to make more money in your company than you've ever made, because I'm telling you, the opportunity to get on the other side of the line. I've personally made some investments in the last couple of months that are really looking phenomenal because of the timing of what's going on. But you need cash to do that. So I'm working super hard. You should be working hard. We should all be doing whatever we do as much as we possibly can. Safe to say, we will never see another time like this in the world's history, thank goodness. So we need to take advantage of it. Don't do what most people are doing. Average people, you know what they're doing right now? They're being average. Don't be average. You need to get off the butt and go to work and do extra work, do whatever it takes. And again, stop focusing on the outside stuff. Focus on what's inside. Read good books. For me, every day I start off reading the Bible, doing my worship. I set my day the right way. If that's not your thing, then read some personal development in the morning. But do something to get your mind right. Associate with good people and go get it. Keep yourself as energized and happy and enthusiastic as you possibly can, because the other truth is, our peak income generating hours in direct sales have expanded dramatically because of what's going on. A lot of people working from home, so they're open to doing daytime presentations. Also, shorten your presentations. You can knock so many presentations off on Zoom during the day. Cut out anything that doesn't matter, so you give people the opportunity to buy your product, buy your service, to join your organization. So again, hopefully this information has blessed you. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time, because I understand too much time gets boring. I understand that me nor anyone else is that interesting. So I'm going to have fun with this. I'm going to be myself. We'll be doing more videos like this. I got a bunch of really exciting things to talk about. But I wanted to start talking about the line. Man, when my mentor said that at the seminar I went to, that became my why. Okay, that became my number one drive. I want to get on the other side of the line. I want to be able to leave my children's children an inheritance. My gosh, when I was first, you got to be kidding me. I would have literally left my kids a mountain of debt if I kept going the way I was. So now it's a whole different situation. I got to where I was supposed to be, but I did it by internal. Success is an internal job. If you haven't fallen in love with personal development, do it. Read Think and Grow Rich. Read How to Influence Friends and Win Friends and Influence People. Read those two books. Don't worry about anything else until you've read those two books. There's a million others. I'll be happy to recommend them, but Think and Grow Rich and How to Win Friends and Influence People are cornerstone. They're bedrock to you being successful in this type of business. Work on yourself right now, making an internal job. Now, I promised you a free gift if you stuck with me. And again, thank you for sticking with me. So if you like this, please share it. The more sharing, if you like me and you appreciate me, please share it. I would love to get it to as many people as possible. But the free gift, if you want the free gift, just type in free, please. Okay, and we'll get you the gift one way or the other. But if you type in free, it's going to make it a lot easier and it's going to make it a lot faster. I don't care if it's uppercase, lowercase, whatever. Just type free and we'll be good to go. So now the free gift. So I was thinking to myself, what can I do that could really, really bless people? Because here's what you got to understand, guys. I was in my first company. I told you it took me 9 months before I went to a training. I was basically orphaned. The guy who brought me in, we ran for 4 or 5 months, and like most people in network marketing, he didn't do very well, so we kind of drifted away. So now I was by myself. I had no upline. I didn't even know who his upline was. All I had was events to go to. So if I hadn't gone to this one event and gotten this information about how to do the business, and then of course the mindset part that goes along with it, for certain, I would have never become successful. If you think the way you've always thought, you'll do the same things you've always done. If you do the same things you've always done, you'll always get the same things. So I was broke and I would still be living in New Jersey in a small apartment. I never thought I'd be a homeowner. I'd never bought a new car. It would have been a very meager existence. And especially because look what I was capable of, but I didn't know what I was capable of. So I want to do something to empower people in direct sales so you get the how-tos, but also you get the mindset. So I've created a program, and again, if you put free in the comments, we'll send it to you, or the link may even be here. So one way or the other, people smarter than me will figure out how to get that to you, but typing in free, you'll definitely get it. So here's the program. It's called the 10 Keys to Making $100,000 a Year in Network Marketing. Now, if you're not in network marketing, trust me, these are powerful lessons. Certainly any entrepreneur will value, anyone in direct sales will value from this. I think virtually anything you're doing, certainly commissioned salespeople would get value on this. So the 10 keys to making 100 grand. Now, told you my first year I didn't make 100 grand. Every year after that, for 20 years running, I did. And many of those years it was well over. So I think that qualifies me to know how to do it. But more importantly, since I've become a trainer exclusively, over 1,000 people I've worked with, pretty well over 1,000 people who've made that kind of money. So this is great information. To be blunt with you, when I created this, I was like, we've got to sell this. This is truly some of the best stuff I've ever done, but we're going to give it to you for nothing. And I really believe it's going to bless a tremendous amount of people. I'm fortunate. I think a lot of you may know me from our personality test, our colors test. We've had over 1 million people and many, many companies in direct sales use our personality test. And that's awesome. That's wonderful. However, I think this new series, 10 Keys to Making 100,000, for anyone who wants to make that kind of money, for anyone who really wants to do this full time, for anyone who really want to get to on the other side of the line, this program is going to be unbelievable. So you can go ahead and do that. We are also going to be launching our brand new website. I believe it's up today, MARC ACCETTA Seminars. We've always had MARC ACCETTA, but I'm sure we can get this again in the bio for you. MARC ACCETTA Seminars. Go there, check it out. Lots of great stuff. Living in Full Color is there, as well as some of the other new programs we have. But if all you do is watch this, and if all you do is get the 10 keys, I love it, man. Please, once you get the 10 keys, message me back, whether it be on the website, whether it be on social media. I do all my own social media. If you send me a private message on Facebook or Instagram, I do those myself. It may take me a while to get to you, but I'll definitely get to it. So again, one more time, please do the R if you watch this on replay, the L if it's live. Please be kind enough to share this. If you want the gift, type in free. And I think that's all we got for today. Please, let me leave you with these moments. If this inspired you at all, remember this. If you're inspired right now, and then tomorrow you're laying around and you're being lazy, then this was a waste of both of our times. You can't have a temporary burst of inspiration. It's discipline. Day in, day out, do the work. If you're really out of shape and you want to be really in shape, Day in, day out, do the work. Time will always either promote you or expose you. So do the right things. Make the numbers your friend. Control what's inside. Stop letting all the external COVID craziness stop you. And it's time to stop just getting by. It's time to stop just surviving. And it's time to start thriving. Thanks for being with me today. It's been an absolute blessing. God bless you. And we'll do some more of these next week. Appreciate